What's up? I'm Handy with Shovels. Today on this green curb, I'm going to show you how to do a good old backside slappy. Okay, here's my foot placement for the backside slappy. That's my front foot there. You can see I have it a tiny bit behind the bolts, maybe a half inch or so. And I got my heel hanging off, toes on the inside of the rail. And I'll explain why I do that in just a second. The back foot, I like to have my toes hanging over on the toe side because we're going to kind of use our toes to kind of scoop the tail of the board in towards the curb. And with our toes hanging off the tail like this, it makes it a lot easier to get a little bit of a grip and scoop the board over. And the heels hanging off on the front like this and my foot back a little bit is because when we get on the curb, if it's a little bit gritty and dry, what happens is we end up getting tossed forward and our front foot will move forward. So if we have it back a little bit, we're able to control where it ends up and we don't instantly get tossed off the front of the board, which can sometimes happen if the curb's dry and our foot's too far forward. And also with our heels hanging off, especially the front, as soon as you get into the slappy, you want to put pressure on the heels of your feet. And that's what's going to allow you to get on the top of the curb further and hold the grind a little bit longer. So going into the slappy, I'm going something like this. Okay, so here's our angle approaching the backside slappy. You want to go 45-degree angle-ish, and you want to have moderate speed. So the speed will give you momentum to, once you get in the grind, to keep going. And what we want to try to do, you want to spot your area where you're going to go up the curb from afar, and you want to watch it as you approach it the whole time. And you're going to watch it all the way up until you connect to it. So we're coming in at this thing on our 45-ish degree angle, and we're flat on our board the whole time. Right when we anticipate connection based on our speed and our distance from the curb, you want to shift quickly to your toes. And by doing that, it's going to unweight the heel side of the board. And that's what's going to allow the board to have easy up on the front wheel to get on top of the curb. So you lean to your toes to get up, and simultaneously, you're going to thrust your body upwards and backside at the same time. And you're going to scoop with your back foot as well. And that's what's going to get the board from this to up here like this. And when you get on top of the curb, if at all possible, get your shoulders going parallel with the curb. And then you want to look, after you see your front truck go up, you want to instantly look back here as soon as you get into your grind. And you want, ideally, toe side wheel on the front locked, heel side wheel on the back locked. It doesn't always work that way, but a lot of times it does. And then to hold the grind for extra distance, you just put a lot of pressure on your back foot. All the pressure on your back foot. Your front foot is barely, lightly holding the front of the board down. And we do this so the truck on the front doesn't dig in and you don't get thrown forward. And it doesn't slow you down as easily. So all the grinding racket and noise that we love so much is all coming from the back truck. And when you're ready to come out, you can just turn your shoulder backside, the direction you want to come off, and you can either kick turn out, or if you're feeling stylish, you can kind of carve it out. But either way, that's the long and the short of it. 45-degree angle, flat on the approach, toes at the last second, thrust and scoop at the same time, and then look right here. And look at what's going on, and watch the back truck the whole time, all the way until you're ready to come out. When you're ready to come out, then you can look forward to see where you're going. It's not that hard, it's just a matter of getting this timing right. Once you get the timing right, even if it's a kind of a crummy one, even if you get stopped like this, if you can get it to like this, you can get it to like this. It's just a matter of getting used to the thrusting kind of diagonal. Just for the sake of super baby steps, I'm going to do real modest push at this thing and just go real slow so you can kind of see the breakdown of the approach to the toes to the connection. And that way, hopefully, it'll give you a better idea of how to put it all together, because it's like three things together at the same time. Off the toes, the connection of the truck, and a scoop and thrust. So if I do it real slow, hopefully you can get a better idea how it works. We'll do a couple here. See how that works? I got tossed forward because I was going slow, but you can see what the board did. If you can get to that, you can get it up to here with a little more speed. See how the board went up and then fell off? So